Hello everyone, and welcome to Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, as we get set for some second round hockey here between the Wild and the Oilers. Let's take a look at the goaltenders here. Cam Talbot, the former Edmonton Oiler, his save percentage is not great, but his record's 2 wins. As Mikko Koskinen's in F the Oilers has a similar record, but with 1 shutout. The Oilers get ready for the face-off with Bukestad and McDavid. Bukestad wins it over to Spurgeon. Suter has it now. Over to Bukestad. Over, shoots, and great pad save by Koskinen as Bukestad has it in the corner. Bukestad, he has it again. And he loses it to Connor McDavid. Over to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. He has it at center. This line has been effective, especially in Game 1. Nurse. Over to Bear. Back to McDavid. To Nurse. And Ryan Nugent-Hopkins loses it. Passes it back to Ethan Bear. Jesse Puljujärvi over to Nurse. McDavid. He has it, tries to dance around him, and almost gets through Suter, the big defenseman. He still has it in the corner. Suter over to Fiala, the man who's got 2 goals already in this playoffs. Over to Prezi as he enters the Oilers zone. He's picked up by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. We have a penalty on the Wild. The Oilers were going the power play, but first they'll empty the net. Connor McDavid has it over to Cahoon. Shoots, and a nice save by Talbot, and we'll get a whistle. And we got a hooking penalty. See who gets called. It is. I think that's Bukestad. Yes, it is. I'd say it's maybe slashing. I don't know if that's hooking. Maybe holding. Either way, it's a penalty, and the Oilers are going the power play as Turris and Eriksson Ek get ready for the faceoff. Oilers win it. Nurse to Draisaitl. Draisaitl shoots, and it goes over the glove of Talbot. Soucy has it in the corner. Puljujärvi has it. Now over to Nurse, and a nice shot. A deflection, and Ian Cole sends it down the ice. Oilers have it. Darnell Nurse will start. Pass it to Puljujärvi. He works it down. Gets by the defender. Over to Cahoon. Saved by Talbot as Soucy sends it down the ice. Oilers will double up and grab it. And now Nurse has it again. Back to Puljujärvi. They're going to try a similar play. He goes right through the middle of both defensemen. And it's picked up by Soucy. Eriksson Ek loses it to Puljujärvi to Turris. Shoots. Oh my goodness. And I think that was Cahoon right on the doorstep. Cam Talbot keeps it out. Yes, Puljujärvi leads the team in points with 4. Like I said, the first goal was in Game 1 against the Flames. Draisaitl gets ready for the faceoff. He loses it to the Wild, and now Kaprizov has it at center ice. He works it down low. It's picked up by Kukuk. Now Cahoon has it over to Yamamoto. Cahoon enters the zone, and will lose it to Kaprizov. Over to Johansson. He's at center ice. It's picked up by Slater Kukuk, and he has it at the corner. Over to Draisaitl. Yamamoto. Nick Panino, the man who scored 2 goals in the last game against Colorado, the team they eliminated in the first round, who were odds-on favorites as Koskinen makes a save, and we got a whistle. 7:49 left in the first period. That's the thing, Minnesota did not have an easy route here. They beat, as we take a look here at Kaprizov, nice shot. Nice save by Koskinen. Not that the Oilers did either. The Battle of Alberta was great. Went to Game 3, as well as Minnesota and Colorado. As Minnesota wins the faceoff. Dumba to Brodin. Hartman back to Dumba. Rask, Hartman almost had a shot. It was blocked by the Oilers defender. As the Oilers exit the zone now. They lose it, and Brodin picks it up. Brodin skates in the Oilers zone. And he loses it to Tyson Barrie. He passes it over to Chason. Over to Archibald. Now Jujhar Khaira has it in the corner. He gets poked up by Brodin. Rask, and we have a penalty on the Oilers now as Nico Sturm has it at center ice. Oilers touch it up, and we get ourselves a whistle. It's tripping. But who is it on? It is on Jujhar Khaira. Let's take a look at the play here. After he lost it to Brodin, and yes, I guess it's a trip. The stick looked nowhere near the legs. Maybe some embellishment by Brodin. Either way, Wild get the power play, folks. Little tongue-tied here. Shoots, and a nice save, Koskinen. Oh my goodness. He was way out of position. The puck went too far wide, and Easton Bears will dump it down. Spurgeon has it. Passes it over to Kaprizov. Kaprizov, pass it to Kevin Fiala. Pass over to Kaprizov, and a save by Koskinen. Beautiful pad save. Bear dumps it down again. Gets to center. Fiala has it, enters the zone. To Kaprizov. Pass it over to Suter. Nice slapper. Blocked by Yamamoto. Freezy over to Suter. And Nurse has it, and he'll dump it down the ice. Spurgeon will chase it. So will Yamamoto. Spurgeon gets there first. Suter to Freezy. They lose it again. Spurgeon again behind his net. He's getting chased by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Looking for a lane, passes it, finds Foligno over to Kaprizov. The penalty is over. Kaprizov, nice save by Koskinen. Those pads have been excellent tonight. Kaprizov tries to dump it down, but it's hit by the Oilers as time's almost running out here in the first period. We have no score. Jushar Kara works it, and him and Spurgeon work in the corner. As time runs out, no score. Oilers and Wild. 2 penalties, a lot of offensive chances, but nothing happening. Both goalies standing tall. Take a look at some of the plays here. Some great goaltending by both Talbot and Koskinen. I think Koskinen was a little bit more better, I guess you could say, in the period, but he also was challenged more, not according to the shots that were 6-5. I just felt like, as you see there, the opportunities for the Wild were more challenging on the goaltender. The hits in this game 3-2, and the faceoffs, the Wild taking it to the Oilers 4-1 in that category. Neither team was able to convert on their power play or score in general. We have a 0-0 game, in the first period is over as we get ready for the second coming up next. As we get ready for the second period face-off, Bukestad and McDavid. McDavid wins the face-off to Nurse. Over to McDavid. Over to Puljujarvi. Shoots, and a nice save by Talbot. He will hold for a whistle. The Wild are wearing their nice reverse retro jerseys and honoring the Minnesota North Stars with the great yellow and green coloring. As the Wild win the faceoff, as Fiala has it now. And Oilers poking in. They'll have to tag back up the Wild and working down low. Spurgeon over to Bukestad, loses it. McDavid has it now. Over to Nugent-Hopkins, shoots, and a nice save by Cam Talbot. Oilers are all over the Wild offensively so far in the second period. Cam Talbot's had to be sharp so far. We get ready for the third faceoff of the period. Bukestad and McDavid. Bukestad wins that one. Passes over to Fiala. Freezy helps him out, but Puljujarvi comes in without the puck. Bukestad, he's tripped. We'll have to look at that one. I don't know if that might have been a dive, but either way, it's a tripping penalty on Jesse Puljujarvi. Let's take a look at it here. Well, his stick was in his feet and he fell down and is tripping. Wild go on their second power play of the game as Turris and Bonino get ready for the faceoff. Oilers win it. Slater Kukuk sends it down the ice, and the Wild will carry it and regroup. Brodin over to Dumba. Johansson has it. And he loses to Larson. Larson tries to clear it to Archibald. And at center ice, Brodin lays him out. Eriksson Ek has it along the wall. Over to Brodin. Shoots. And is blocked by the Oilers. Johansson has it in the corner. Bonino over. Oh, and a nice save by Koskinen. As Archibald has that center. He's going to carry it in. 20 seconds left in the power play. Dumba. Over to Bonino. Over to Johansson. Johansson still has it. Johansson shoots, and a nice blocker save by Koskinen. Johansson and Bonino to Dumba. Is poked away by the Oilers. The power play is over for the Wild. As Eriksson Ek has it. He doubles back behind his own net. He gets picked off. Puljujarvi over to Archibald. And a save by Talbot. And he holds it for a whistle. 11:43 left in the second. Take a look at this play here by Johansson. He somehow was able to hold the puck through those 3 or 4 Oilers there and get a nice shot off. But Koskinen was having nothing of it. Makes a nice save. The Oilers win the faceoff. Nurse to Cahoon. Over to Yamamoto. Picked up by Fiala, and now Parisi has it. Center ice. He works it in. Over to Fiala. And is picked up by Nurse before anything bad can happen. Yamamoto's at center. He works it into the zone. Looking for a lane pass that finds Nurse. Shoots, and a nice save by Talbot. That nice shot up high by Nurse. Almost fooled Talbot into giving up a big rebound. A lot of the faceoffs in this period seem to be in the Wild zone. Oilers keeping it that way and having a lot more offensive opportunities, in my opinion, than the Wild have so far. As Spurgeon sends it out to Fiala. Over to Parisi. Parisi enters the zone. He is hit by Nurse after he tried to fancy move, get past the defenseman, as Puljujärvi has it. Draisaitl, he gets bumped as he works down low. He gets hit again. He loses it to Cahoon. Draisaitl the Nurse. Nice shot. Scores! I think that might have been tipped. Yes, it was by Cahoon, and the Oilers got the first goal of the game. Dominic Cahoon off of a nice shot from the point from Nurse. And the other assist from Draisaitl. Look at this here. Works it over to Nurse and Cahoon with a good tip. Let's see how he tips it here if they get another angle. Nurse with the shot. Just a drive-by. Has a stick in the right lane. And tips that one home. Putting them on the lead over the Wild. 1-0. 6:07 left in the second. McDavid wins it to Nurse now. Nurse enters the zone. Picked up by Soucy. Now Rask has it. He passes to Sturm. Nico Sturm over to Cole. Cole will dump it down. Nurse will collect it. He passes it over to Connor McDavid. Over to Bear. Nugent Hopkins has it. Back to McDavid. Over to Nugent Hopkins, and a shot goes wide of the net. Yes, Puljujärvi has it down low. He gets it again. Back to Barry. To Cuckoo. And I don't know who shot that. I think it might have been McDavid shooting it from a weirdly weird angle. As Greenway has it now center. Ian Cole has himself a little bit of a breakaway. 2-on-0. And a nice goal! Oh my goodness, Ian Cole. We'll have to take another look at that. A nice move. I thought he was going to pass it, but he has some silky smooth hands here. Ian Cole. Oh my, off of Greenway and Hardman. Let's take a look at this again. He has himself a little break with the silky smooth hands. Puts that one in, ties the game up. Look at this here from a different angle. Hey, nice. He got the goalie to go side to side, and he puts it in over the blocker. Great goal. Not expecting something like that from Ian Cole. With 1:26 left in the second, they have it all tied up as the Wilds win it. Foligno has it. He passes it over, and now Foligno has it. He gets hit. Kukuk passes it over to Neal. Over to Kazian. Kazian picked up by Brodina's passes. And Talbot, oh my goodness, that was some dangerous goaltending by Talbot right there with 5 seconds left in the game. Or excuse me, not the game, sorry, the period. With the crazy stick work. The game was all tied up, folks. Oh, Mikhail, this period was wild. There's a nice shot by Nurse. Cahoon has the goal for the Oilers. And here's the other goal here. Ian Cole, with a nice move, ties the game up. After two, the Oilers and the Wild knotted up still, 1-1 apiece. As we take a look here at the stats, 8-12 the shot for the Oilers, hits even at 5, face-offs 7-6 in favor of the Oilers. If the second period was an indication of anything, the third period is really going to get heated. Let's get ready for the third period coming up next. McDavid and Bukestad, and McDavid wins it. Ethan Bear has it, passes over to Puljujärvi, poked off by Bukestad. Bukestad enters the Oilers zone. He looks for a lane, finds Fiala, right in the blue paint, is picked up by McDavid. Puljujärvi has it. He gets bumped. Puck enters the zone, is picked up by Fiala. Now Parisi has it. Looking, finding. He gets through somehow, shoots, and a nice. It goes just by the net. Koskinen might have got a piece of that. Puljujärvi has it. Now McDavid, he gets hit by Spurgeon. Spurgeon has it, pass it to Suter. Suter at center ice over to Parisi. Shoots, and a nice save by Koskinen. Bukestad over to Fiala. Fiala shoots, and a nice save. Nurse gets hit. Parisi. Man, this game's coming alive, folks, as McDavid picks it up in the corner. McDavid tries to skate it in. Is poked off by the Wild. Bukestad working over the other player. That is Puljujärvi. And now Bear's getting worked over. Puljujärvi's getting worked over again. Man, these Wild guys are working the Oilers down to the boards. As Cahoon has it, he's hit. Spurgeon and McDavid go for it. Spurgeon picks it up, passes it to Suter, over to Bukestad, and Kaprizov. Over to Johansson, back to Kaprizov, shoots, and a nice save by Koskinen. We'll get a whistle. 11:10 left in the third. Let's take a look at some highlights here. Nice shooting by the Wild, upping the pressure on the Oilers. As we get ready for the face-off, Draisaitl and Bonino. And after tough work, the Oilers come out with the puck. Draisaitl over to Cahoon. Cahoon skates through, a bunch of the Wild. Pass it to Yamamoto. Yamamoto shoots and it goes off the post and into the corner. Great shot by Yamamoto. Cahoon gets tripped and we'll get a penalty on Brodin. Oilers go on the power play, 8:56 left in the third. Brodin with the trip. Let's take a look at this here. It's clear as day what this was. A puck battle, and his stick was in his legs. That's tripping. As Jonas Brodin goes to the box. McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, Neal. Get ready for the faceoff. The Oilers power play. Eriksson Ek has it. He dumps it down the ice, and the Oilers will chase it. It's picked up by Nurse. Over to Nugent-Hopkins, to James Neal. Pass it over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl trying a fancy move. He comes up with it. McDavid shoots, scores! Connor McDavid with the goal on the power play, putting the Oilers up on the Wild 2-1. Not quite sure what Draisaitl was doing there, but whatever it was, worked. Connor McDavid gets the goal. That Oiler fan is extremely happy and extremely dedicated to paint his face all blue to go with the orange helmet. Let's take a look at this here. Draisaitl doing some fancy moves. I guess it confused Talbot. McDavid right where he needs to be, sending that puck home. Let's take a look at a different angle here. Draisaitl with the moves. McDavid with the finish. Talbot couldn't get over in time. It's 2-1. Oilers over the Wild here. 8:05 left in the third. As the Oilers win it. Cook over to Barry. Kassian walks in, gets hit. As Turris has it now. Over to Neal. It's bumped over. Kassian has it. And Brodin has it in the corner. Over to Rask. The Wild answered quickly last time. Let's see if they can do it again. Kassian gets hit. Rask back to Kassian though. As Neal gets hit out of the zone. Neal passes it over to Kassian. Over to Kuk. He passes over to Neal. Neal in the corner. Passes it back up to Kassian. Shoots with a big slap shot blocked by the Wild defenders. Shoots and scores! Kassian! He was buzzing. You knew that was going to happen sooner or later. He gets rewarded for all that effort. The Oilers go up 3-1. Zach Kassian off of James Neal. Let's take a look at this here. They're just working, and Kassian was able to slip away unnoticed, getting in the open lane. Let's take a look at a different angle. Not a big fan of this angle, but Neal over to Kassian. And again, Talbot couldn't read the play side to side. Oilers are up by 2 here late in the third. Like I was saying before, Kassian was hitting and shooting and getting as much momentum as he could, and I guess he was rewarded for that one with a goal. As Yamamoto has it in the Oilers zone. Or not, excuse me, not the Oilers zone, the Wild zone. As Yamamoto has it again to Cahoon. And it goes into the corner. Ian Cole has it. Over to Susi. Now pass it to Kaprizov. The net is empty. Shoots and scores! Nice slap shot. Who is that? That's Marcus Johansson. A great slapper. Rang off the corner of the crossbar. We have ourselves a 1-goal game. Let's take a look at this one again. Kaprizov enters the zone, and it's just a big slapper. Goes off the bar and in. That gets them 1 goal closer. I guess that was some kind of celebration they had planned. The pump salute. I don't know what you'd call that between those two guys. As I get it. Benino in him. A lot of time left in this game. Actually, not really, but enough to get maybe another goal. As Susie gets the puck. He enters the zone. Picked up by Archibald. Behind the net over to Larson. Larson passes it to Chason. It's poked off by Ian Cole, but Chason collects it still. In the corner. Ian Cole over to Foligno. Eriksson Ek, 40 seconds left in the game. Passes it over, shoots, and a nice save by Koskinen as Greenway shoots that puck. That could have tied the game. 37.1 left in the game. Net is empty. Wild still had a chance to get this game all tied up. As Kara and Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek over. Suter shoots, and a nice glove save by Koskinen. He holds it 33.7 left in the third. We knew that this third period was going to be exciting because an indicator from the second has not disappointed. As Suter has it now over to Fiala. Shoots and saved by Koskinen. Another whistle, 30.1 left in the third. The Wild are trying to generate some offense here. The Oilers get McDavid on the ice for this important defensive faceoff. And he loses it over to Suter. Foligno, breezy, over, oh my goodness, Greenway almost stuffed that one in the side as Ethan Bear has it now. Pass over to Nugent Hopkins. He's going to try and skate it in, get the goal. Neal to Nurse. Actually, probably Pugliarvi, that's not Neal. Pass over to Fiala. Fiala doubles back, not much time left. Eriksson Ek over to Benino. Benino, oh my goodness, he got an opportunity here, but not enough time as the Oilers take game one. A nail biter, 3-2 over the Wild. Man, this game was definitely exciting. A lot of the fans are happy, and if you were an Oilers fan, this game had you on the edge of your seat for the entirety of the whole 60 minutes. As they salute their fans. Take a look at some of the highlights here from the game. There's Connor McDavid's goal. That's the goal that put the Oilers up by 2, and here comes Kaprizov to Johansson, and that's what put him back in the race here. And it just wasn't enough as the Oilers beat the Wild 3-2 in this game. Take a look at some of the stats here. Third star Ian Cole, he scored a nice goal to tie the game up in the second. There it is right there. Shots were 16-14 for the Wild. Hits 12-8 for the Wild. Leon Draisaitl's second star with 2 assists. And faceoffs were even 11-11. As we look at the first star, Zach Kassian, 1 goal. I guess because it's the game-winning goal, that is why he's your first star. I'm not quite sure if that would be my pick, but I'm not in charge of picking the 3 stars, so that is your first star. This will be an exciting game too. If the third period is an indicator of anything, I'm kind of excited to see how the Wild will bounce back in game 2, or if the Oilers will shut them down and walk to round 3. For NHL Hockey, my name is Kyle Croft. You have yourselves a great evening. We'll see you again next time for some great NHL hockey.